A meeting of the Commission for Global Road Safety, hosted at the EBRD's headquarters.
The campaign is launched at the petition.
At the moment, around 1.3 million people die each year on the world's roads, and the Commission is dedicated to reducing that figure.
We in the Commission on Global Road Safety have succeeded in a number of the objectives we set out to do. One was to get a UN resolution. Secondly, to get the first ever meeting of transport ministers, which was held in Russia. Thirdly, to get a decade of action so that the UN focused on the number of people dying and what should be done about it. And this meeting today is looking beyond that success.
It's a problem which the EBRD takes seriously. In the bank's traditional region of operations, road safety is a major issue, with 50,000 people killed each year in traffic accidents and around 500,000 injured. Apart from the human cost, there's also an economic impact, estimated to be around 2 to 3% of GDP each year.
The EBRD has always taken account of road safety in terms of the design of the infrastructure in which it's financing, and we've always wanted to make sure that the roads that we're financing are fundamentally safe. What we're now doing is stepping up that initiative and really looking at public awareness and looking at the other aspects of road safety. What we also want to do is we also want to partner with the private sector, because this is very important. And one of the things that we've been hearing today is the importance of putting more money into road safety, and the private sector needs to be harnessed in order to do that and to complement the resources which are being made available by governments across our region.
At the meeting, a Memorandum of Understanding was signed between the EBRD and the International Road Assessment Programme, or IRAP, a charity which helps provide technical training and practical measures such as star ratings to make roads safer.
Thank you.
The EBRD is a signatory to a joint statement by a large number of multilateral development banks, and they have been working collectively with IRAP over the last 5 or 6 years to develop these completely new ideas about how you define and measure the safety of roads. Then how do you go about raising the safety of road infrastructure?
The meeting heard that it's forecast that in the next 10 years, the world's motor vehicle fleet will double from 1 billion in 2010 to 2 billion in 2020.
This is a very important cooperation that we are now establishing with IRAP in order to try to adapt the star ratings and the improvements that the IRAP organisation identifies in terms of assessing roads into the investments that the EBRD is making into road infrastructure in our region.
The EBRD signed up to the UN Decade of Action, which has been spearheaded by the Commission for Global Road Safety in 2009. The goal is a 50% reduction in casualties by 2020.
A lot of people talk about car crashes as accidents, and some of them obviously are, but they are actually caused by huge vehicles hitting very vulnerable people. 1.3 million a year, the biggest single killer of young people in the world today, and yet there are methods by which we can stop it. Safer roads, building road safety into new roads that are being built. People wearing seat belts, people wearing helmets, people driving slowly, driving more carefully. These are all things that can be done through enforcement. And what we're concerned about here is not discussing the overall problem and statistics, it's actually doing something about it.